follow the tracks. Going to the left. Where's he gone? We'll find him eventually. There he is. Here he is. Goodbye, helicopter. Hello everyone, people out there, this is TheRubyRevolution. Welcome back to my channel. Now I'm sure many of you know at the moment that if you have been on the War Thunder Reddit or watched any War Thunder YouTubers about the big massive discussion with how parts and fire prevention equipment are currently implemented in the game. Now initially Gaijin weren't really forthcoming with a response with this. They were deleting comments, they were preventing people from liking or disliking, in this case, their videos. And then they dropped an absolute bombshell by adding fuel to the flame when they did this.
FBE in parts, free FBE in parts, like, and do what, guys? I mean, okay, so we make the, free FBE in parts, and then what's the point of playing the game? You already got a vehicle that can do lots of stuff. So what's the point? Why not give everybody a free Abrams tank to, if we're doing that? For me, it's like the same thing. That kind of defeats the purpose.
That's
like,
a good plan,
yeah, like just give everybody a Cobra, give everybody an Abrams, give everybody a T-80B, and then some parts. And how about some Golden Eagles?
Now, Gaijin have finally issued a statement about this, basically saying they will look into what they can do to change the parts and fire prevention equipment, but it's not their main priority right now. It's very much trying to appease the community, I think. Gaijin were definitely trying to bury their heads in the sand over this. They did not want to acknowledge the problem, trying to sweep it underneath the carpet, hoping it would go away. Anyway, that brings me on to the topic of today's video. I've just unlocked the M1 Abrams, and what a perfect time to unlock it with what's been said in that stream with a free Abrams, basically in exchange for parts and fire prevention equipment. As you can see, I've not unlocked any of the modules on this yet. I'm completely stock for this tank. I'm going to be using the stock shell, which has a 360mm of penetration. This is the same shell that's on the XM1, and it performs really, really well on the XM1. I don't struggle killing things with XM1 at all. This also has a better reload rate than the XM1. It has a 6.2 seconds with my crew compared to the XM1's 8 seconds. In terms of survivability when she is stock, the Abrams is pretty good, to be honest. There's lots of space in between where the crew sits, which means that sometimes the shells only get like maybe one crew member instead of several. As you can see as well, the fuel tanks, which are at the front of the tank, which means if a shell goes through, you can get quite lucky in that the shots will be absorbed by the fuel tanks. And also the ammunition is stored in the back of the turret, and so if it gets penetrated through the front, there's lots of things to go through before it gets to the ammunition. The Abrams also has blow-off panels, which means you can stop the ammunition from going off if you get hit. However, without the fire prevention equipment, that's not going to work in for me today. The main weakness with the Abrams in the front is at this point here. As you can see, there's no real armor. If you shoot it here, there's a lots of things that it can hit: crew members, tanks, breaches, all that good stuff. Anyway, as you can see, I've got the ultimate freedom skin on this today, made by Wojciech. Link to that in the description below. I'm going to be taking this out in ground realistic battle today, and one thing I'm going to say is, at the moment the Americans are definitely quite dominant in the ground forces battle. There's several reasons for this, mostly because they have so much utility and versatility at top tiers. They've got the IP M1, you've got the M1 Abrams, and if you get taken out of those after you got a few kills, then you got the Hueys you can get into, the helicopters, you get a few kills in that, and then you can jump into Fury and you can get a few more kills. There's just so much endlessly possibilities with what the Americans bring to the table at top tiers, especially compared to a lot of the other ones like the Germans and stuff like that, which don't have helicopters like that yet. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to be taking this out in ground realistic battle. Completely stuck. I'm probably not going to be editing the videos that much. You're going to be getting it how it is. It's probably interesting. I hope I'm going to be doing quite well. We'll see. Let's go. Okay, welcome to Curse for this game. We're versus Germany and Russia. Pretty big game. We're going to be heading for B. It's the only real place I like on Kursk. We've got a few friendly helicopters up. We'll see if the enemy has at the start of the game. That looks clear. Okay, enemies here, it looks like. Let's push up. Let's move back. Oh. Reload that gun. There he is. Ooh. No pen. Okay, he's dead. We captured B, which is really nice. Let's carry on pushing up. Is he still there? Yeah, he's still there. It's YOLO. Okay. We've been set on fire, which means it's pretty much game over for us now. There's not much else I can really do. And now we slowly burn to our death. And we're not even being hit again for a second time, which is quite annoying. It's okay if you get hit multiple times and you're dead anyway, but this is just frustrating, and which is why players want to change how FPE and parts work, because you've already been taken out. And there goes my ammunition, is going up now, and there we're finally dead. I suppose though it's not as bad now with the changes of how spawn points works. You can jump into other things pretty easily, so it's not as bad as what it used to be. But it's still pretty frustrating when you get hit by someone and then you can't do anything about it, or even if they get hit by somebody else or taken out, you're pretty much stuck there, useless, until you either jail or get hit by somebody else. Okay, welcome to American Desert for this game. I must say I do quite like this new map. It is really, really pretty, and there's lots of nice places you can hide behind in that. Anyway, we're up against the usual suspects, Germany, Russia, and Japan. Oh, the Captain B. And there he is. Carousel of Death killed him. Let's recap B. Oh, there's loads of them ahead. What the hell? Okay, we've got guys coming from the front. Okay, took out his gun breach, which is really nice. Okay, took out some more crew. Not the best hit though. Kinda want to stay in the cap for now. Okay, he's dead. Okay, let's carry on moving up. Keep pressing these two guys that are still over here. Ooh, nice one shot. Type 90 dead. They definitely tried to flank us. It was actually lucky there. The helicopter spotted a lot of what was trying to come from behind, which was lucky. Ooh. This one's... That was a jet. Look at what got away with just one crew. Shot through the house. Very nice. Oh, okay. He's down. There's a guy right here. How can you not see him? Oh dear, M1 Abrams. That guy was oblivious. Dear me, what the hell? Ah, no. And then we've been set on fire. And we slowly burn to our death. I should have got a cup of tea, I think. Still waiting. Slowly, painfully burning to death, and nothing we can do about it. Absolutely nothing. It's so frustrating. Oh, we survived. Oh, did we? I don't know. I'll check after. Nope. Nope, we didn't die then. Happened after the game had finished. Gonna sit quite far back, I think. This one. Oh, there's an enemy helicopter up already. Chance it? We'll see. Ooh. Ah, he ducked down. I can't resist shooting at helicopters and jets. I just love doing it. There's a guy here. Ooh, really nice kill. That P was at 70. These are the kind of things you have to do when a stock tank. You have to work from the back. Like, support the team more, rather than being aggressive. Dude, stop firing. Anyway. In terms of, like, the modifications and stuff, for the first, like... Oh, okay, well, we'll wait on that for a sec, because my engine's been hit. Where is he? I don't think there's the guy that's shooting at me, but... There we go. Got the kill. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying. Now that we're basically stuck here for the rest of the match. For the first 3 tiers, it's not so bad with the parts and FPA, because you get unlock them pretty quickly. But by the time you get to tier 4 and 5, it takes so long to unlock stuff that it's just so frustrating, game after game after game, and you're basically stuck, as we are now, like without an engine, and I'm just stuck here. I can find my gun and that, but I can't do much else. I could J out, I could give the enemy the points, and I could get into something else. But why should I do that? I should be able to repair and then be able to carry on in the game. Now, I still feel that there should definitely be modules, modifications, and FP and all that stuff in the game. But then it needs to be changed with how it is. They need to have, say, a repair for just a one-time repair or a one-time fire extinguisher. It was kind of interesting when initially this was brought up. Instead of resolving the issue, they then changed it, and they changed how fire prevention worked, and then they added a cooldown to it, which is not what the community wanted at all. And the way the Gaijin's mind works baffle me sometimes. They just go against everything that the community wants. I'm finally dead. Okay, welcome to Normandy. In this game, I'll give you one guess who we're up against. I guarantee you'll get it right. Just the one capture point at A on this game. I'm going to try and get round the back of them if I can. Try and flank around. Ooh, well done, IP. M1. Oh, we've bounced off his plate. He's missed the shot. We need to fall back here. There's somebody else somewhere. At least we bounced that shot there. There we go. Got him that time. Oh, that guy's still alive. So pinging him on the map where he is. Oh, well done. There we go. Will you kindly go away, please, helicopter? Ugh. Now I've got problems. Oh, we got him down finally. But now we're stuck here for a minute. Where have we been hit from? Oh, thank God. Couldn't see him through the shrubbery. There's another one here. What the hell? Give us a chance. And he's dead as well. Oh, that guy's flying off. And we can actually move. Can we move? 5 seconds left on the tracks. There we go. Yeah, we'll move again. Jesus. Why go to the enemies when they can when they come to you? Ooh. Okay, there's this guy. Oh, he's dead. I see him. Okay, he's dead. Let's pull back a little bit. He was kind of in their spawn. The guy to my right just died. I'm not sure what from. Let's take up a defensive position. Leopard dead as well. Ooh, Fury's finally dead. Oh dear. Main gun's been taken out. Can we kill him? Oh, okay. Well, this is awkward now. This is very awkward. And there we go. Finally got him machine guns. But now we're screwed. I can't find the main gun. But we'll set up right here. Okay, repairing for the next 26 seconds. We were very lucky there. Somehow the Abrams just took everything that was thrown at it then, and somehow we came through. I didn't think we'd be able to beat that BMP when he took out our gun, but luckily it's managed to get through the machine guns. Okay, well, welcome to probably the last game for today. We're back on American desert. We're just versus the Russians in this one. And I do kind of prefer in just the Russians. Perhaps there's something so satisfying out of carousel of deathing those T-64s and T-80s. It's so satisfying popping those turrets off. Oh, that was not good. Ooh, that's dodged him. Thank God we bounced the ATGM. Where is this guy gone? So let's see if we can find him. Follow the tracks.
Oh boy, wabbit wax.
Going to the left. Where's he gone? Well, we'll find him eventually.
Shh. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting wabbits.
There he is. Here he is.
What's up, Doc? Ah! 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 Oh! Oh, God! Oh, God! Oh! Ah! Ah! Ah!
I have a chopper up, but I don't really have the best shooting angle at the moment. Oh, let's ping him there. We'll cut back in. Don't see anyone. Now that enemy's behind though. I'm gonna stop. Okay, he's taken out. Oh, I love taking down helicopters. It's so very, very satisfying. Welcome to America, Hind. Oh my God, Challenger. Don't do that to me. Can't see him. I missed him, but I know he's there. Crit. There we go. IT1, there's still a few more over here. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, he didn't see me. Oh, there we go, there we go. Another target down. Assist on him. Please stop that Challenger. T-54 dead as well. But this has turned out to be a very good last game for today. Oh, we're in their spawn now. Oops. We'll kill this guy and then we'll pull back. And a really, really good last game today. The trick is not to get hit, guys. Anyway, as you can see, not having parts and fire prevention really does mean that you have to play a different kind of play style compared to when you do. You have to be more defensive, you have to play from the back line, you have to be normally sit next to it, say for example a capture point, so if you do get hit you might have a chance of getting into a capture point and then repairing from there. Having the modules in the game is fine, having a stock tank is fine, and upgrading it is fine. The problem is, it's really frustrating not having parts and fire prevention, because you can just easily hit 6 or whatever, you put out your fire and then you can carry on and repair. No one else is shooting now, they've been killed for example, but you can't, and then you're stuck there and you can either J out or wait for somebody else to come along and kill you. And I can understand why so many players are unhappy about that. As for my own thoughts and opinions on this, I do kind of feel there needs to be some change with how parts and FP are currently implemented in the game, especially at higher tiers where the grind to unlock these modules can get really severe. Coupled with the fact that the FP is a tier 2 modification, which means you have to unlock 2 of the tier 1 modifications first. I can really see where players come from, where they're really frustrated with how this system is implemented, and it's really good that they've rallied together to try and force Guardian's hand on the issue. There is a few ways which they could resolve this issue. They could put the FPE at tier 1. That would solve, I think, some of the issues. They could reduce the amount of research points to unlock some of the stuff, and also the RP cap, which can happen in several games. That, if that one moves, that could solve some of the issues as well. How Gaijin are probably going to do it, I really don't know, to be honest, because they're still going to want to make money out of people, so I really don't know what they're going to come up with. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of the parts and FP discussion, whether you agree with Gaijin or whether you agree with the community and that they should be changed. Please like, comment, share, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you all in the next one sometime soon. Bye!